There are two gigantic trends happening right now in crypto: pre-sales and NFTs. Everyone wants access to the early private rounds of new crypto projects and to purchase rare NFTs. Getting into a private sale is where the 5x, 10x, 20x, and 100x gains are made. Holding a rare NFT could make you rich. This is because projects start at a low market cap and only go up from there if successful. Getting into an NFT with a low supply could hold a lot of value down the road. Even legendary investor Chamath Palihapitiya has spoken about the value of NFTs, calling them the next frontier. And when an investor like him speaks, you better listen. Let's get it. BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap gets you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.io. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the largest crypto channel in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money and crypto, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. Smash up the likes also if you like NFTs, collectibles, and dare I say, Ferrum Network. More on that in a sec. So you want to get in on the hot next coin before all the masses do, or maybe even the next NFT. Recently, Chamath Palihapitiya, an early executive in Facebook known as a bully, shared his views on NFTs in an interview with Bloomberg. Palihapitiya, or the self-proclaimed king of special purpose acquisition companies, or SPACs, not to be confused with stonks, stated that he is buying digital art, virtual trading cards, which he said may sound crazy to some, but I do think that's the next frontier of digital currency and digital assets. Wow, the CEO of Social Capital is building a fairly sizable portfolio of non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. Let's watch a short clip from Bloomberg of Palihapitiya, or as he calls himself, the next Warren Buffett, discussing NFTs.
You're settling things in a nanosecond. And that's really good for everybody.
In addition to Bitcoin, which coins, if you will, cryptocurrencies, digital assets, are you a holder of, are you a believer in?
Well, I will be publishing this soon. I am building a fairly sizable portfolio of what are called NFTs, non-fungible tokens, some digital art, some virtual trading cards. And these may sound crazy to some, but I do think that that's the next frontier of digital currency and digital assets. And so I have been building a portfolio. My decision is the team and I will announce it. We will publicize everything we own, and we will make our holdings transparent so that folks can track along and see as we buy and sell things. So that's coming in a few months.
Palihapitiya appears to be right. Just last week, the NBA Top Shot NFTs sold out a historic amount of tradable cards with digital video moments for $2.6 million. NBA Top Shot is a product of Dapper Labs, the team behind the pioneering NFT game CryptoKitties. The game was actually in beta last fall after a few months of closed testing with very little fanfare. Further than that, missed by many last year prior to the lockdowns from you-know-what, Adrian O'Keefe, Associate VP of Partnerships at the NBA, and Sophie Gage, counsel at the National Football League, or the NFL Players Association, spoke at an NFT event in New York City, with both expressing that NFTs allow a, quote, new way for fans to connect with our games. Speaking of NFTs, Ferrum Network recently released its own NFT, and it's also launching an incubation called Ferrum Advisory Services as well. On the NFT front, Ferrum is making available a giant metal ox for its community. The giant metal ox is the first in a series of many NFTs coming to Ferrum. Much like the NBA Top Shot has a utility of saving game-winning plays, Ferrum's NFTs have a utility for holders to get all sorts of benefits embedded with utilities related to their products and partnerships. With the first NFT of the Metal Ox developed by renowned NFT artist Marco Matic, giving holders $500 airdrops from the next 3 Launchpad projects. That's a total of a $1,500 value, which, if it moons, could be life-changing money. Here's a look at the NFT. The first NFT is a celebration of the Lunar New Year. Ferrum is following the Chinese calendar, a 60-year cycle based on 12 earthly branches, each represented by an animal year, and 5 element years: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. 2021 is the year of the metal ox. Only 30 metal oxen will be minted, making the NFT extremely valuable. So how do you get the metal ox? Well, first off, it's only available to individuals holding 50,000 plus FRM. A snapshot will be taken on Sunday, February 21st at 9 p.m. EST. After the snapshot, a pledge email will be sent to all of those holding 50,000 plus FRM in their wallet. Those who are interested in purchasing the Ferrum Metal Ox will have 24 hours to fill the pledge form with their addresses. A list will be generated of all the pledges, and then Ferrum will randomly select 30 winners who can then purchase the Metal Ox for 1.5 ETH. The Metal Ox is also being released to celebrate Ferrum's new Ferrum Advisory Services or Incubator program. You're definitely going to want to listen up to this. Ferrum's no stranger to incubations for projects. After having successfully incubated 2 hot projects, Bondly, which ended up 50xing, and Pools, which went beyond and did a 70x, along with their partners, DAO. But Ferrum has decided to take its years of industry experience, their staking technology, and launch their own incubator, Ferrum Advisory Services. How does it work? Well, it's really easy. Simply hold a minimum of 50,000 FRM in your Unifier wallet, and you will be guaranteed access to the private sale rounds of hot new projects. The more FRM you hold in your wallet, the bigger allocation you will receive. Ferrum just announced their 2 FAS projects, Eureka and Inverse. They still have more coming in the next weeks and months. But I'll be honest with you guys. The truth is, there are many incubators out there right now. What makes Ferrum's better is what we want to focus on. There are 5 reasons why I believe Ferrum's incubator is the best in the market and why we are partnered with them as an advisor. Number 1, highly vetted projects. Ferrum only accepts the highest caliber projects into its incubator. All incubated projects have working products, teams with track records of success, amazing token economics, and are all around solid long-term investments. Ferrum does hours of research and analysis on these projects so you don't have to worry about being scammed. Unlike other incubators, not naming names or anything, Distex. Number 2, connections. Let's be clear, this industry is all about who you know. That's no secret. And Ferrum knows everyone, most notably me. But they are listed on big exchanges like KuCoin and have over 50 partners for their staking technology. Nearly 3 years of industry experience means that Ferrum can leverage these connections on behalf of their incubated projects to help marketing or listing on exchanges. Number 3, community. Ferrum has one of the strongest communities in all of crypto. By allowing the FRM holders to invest in these new projects, the new projects benefit from the passion and strength of the Ferrum community itself. Number 4, staking technology. All Ferrum incubated projects will get access to their staking technology, which means when these new projects launch, investors are staking their tokens, not dumping their tokens. This is a huge benefit to early stage projects and holders as well. Number 5, team. In crypto, it always comes down to the team. Ferrum has one of the most solid in the game, and they've been hiring like crazy to provide additional support to these incubated projects. This means that incubated projects are also benefiting from the hard work and experience of Ferrum itself, reducing the risk that mistakes will be made and increasing the likelihood of long-term success for its partners and Ferrum. And all this points to the fact that Ferrum Advisory Services is the only incubator to offer guaranteed allocations for holders, not on a first-come, first-served basis. And you have the makings of potentially the number 1 incubator in the space. And hold on, come in a little closer. Shh. The word on the street is that they've signed 5 projects up for their incubator already, all of which have an initial market cap of less than $1 million. This means there are potential major gains ahead for all FRM holders who get access to the exclusive private sales. And the best part is that even if you don't participate in these sales, other people will be buying FRM in order to get in, meaning your FRM investment will be doing great this entire bull market. Hey, let me know what you guys think about NFTs. Drop those comments down below. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.